Today I want to try the WhatsApp API because I've always wanted to build a WhatsApp bot, and I just saw that they recently opened the WhatsApp Business API for developers. Before, I remember that it was a process that you needed to get accepted. So I'm gonna use my Remix gear to build that, and maybe I will port it into the Next.js gear. So I will create the Facebook app from scratch and build the webhook and test sending a message from my WhatsApp to my bot, and then maybe get a response. And that will be it. So let's get started. Oops, this is not the background image, but anyway. The first thing that I'm going to do is create the Facebook application or Meta application. I'm gonna call it Rockstack bot. Yeah, something like that. And I'm gonna put my email that I always use, and I'm gonna select to my company name, which is Apsys. Okay, so I cannot create another one for this business account, so I will not create it inside. Wait, I cannot create more than 15 apps with a commercial verified account. Okay, so that's the first thing that is kind of annoying. So I will delete this because I have not been a developer for this for I think 15 years or something like that. It was one of my first clients. So again, create uh, a WhatsApp bot selecting the company or organization, which I'm gonna put it under Apsys, and it's gonna be this one where it says WhatsApp access, and then business again, Rockstack bot. Maybe I should put something more useful and not just generic something like I don't know, real estate advisor or something like that. But this is just a test. Where's my password? Okay, so after you, I don't want to create two-factor authentication. Let me see if I can skip it. Uh, oh, or well, I need my cell phone. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm back. I didn't need the two-factor authentication. I just refreshed the page. So now that I have the app, I'm gonna grab a few things from here. The first thing, I think I don't need this identifier, but I'm gonna put it on the M file just in case I need it. Meta client ID, and then meta secret or client secret, and put this here. And also, you need to add a product and select WhatsApp, configure. It's pretty easy. Under Apps. Okay, now it's asking for two-factor authentication, so I guess I need to do that. I'm just gonna send an SMS and add another number. This is my business number, so don't spam it. But also I don't answer any phone calls, so that's fine. I have it blocked. Um, okay. Now I should put the code, and now I can grab the. I need an access token to work with the WhatsApp API, I think. So now that I have, oh, I need another two-factor authentication for making the default number because I have more than one. Um, Resend it because I'm not getting it. Okay, now I can continue, so I can click on API configuration, and here I should have the token, and this is a temporary token. I think you can access I mean, you can request a long-term or permanent token after you want. I mean, when you want to activate your bot or your application. Now I have this test number that I can use, and I can select this test. So if I click send, I should get a notification here on my WhatsApp, but I'm not getting it. Maybe I archived it. Let me check. Yeah, that's because I did some tests yesterday that I posted on Twitter on another app that I'm building for um, one of my SaaS ideas. So I have this, and I want to try if the webhooks work. Um, so I'm gonna go to webhooks, configure webhooks, and I think that's under config. And I need to add my custom webhook. So I'm first I'm going to create that route on my Remix Gear project on under this route, WhatsApp API. I just cloned the forms example, so I have this WhatsApp API. So I will rename Remix Form Actions to Remix WhatsApp API and put that on the title as well. And what should happen here? I mean, I don't want the user to be able to send to my number, but the other way around. I want to send to their number. No, I think I want the users to send to my WhatsApp number and then reply something. So if I say something like my submission message, I should send um, a message here. I'm not sure, because if the user sends to my WhatsApp business number, it means that it's a bot. So the bot should respond to that. Um, so yeah, I think that's the way, instead of just like cold email marketing for sending spam messages. So the user should send us the message first. But I don't want to hard code anything, even though I have my clients here. I want to have this for so you can test it. So I will have an input uh, called meta client ID and the default and meta client secret. And I guess for this test, I can put my default values, so and I don't think the secret or the client secret is actually needed, but I'm just putting in case I do in the future. I think I just need this meta access token. So the message will be this one, and and yeah, I think that's it. Maybe something like name. How does it know my name? Does it learn based on, I guess that's how Copilot works. Um, okay, so this is my username and then my message. Hello. Okay, so when I click submit, I should use this data to send a message to my bot. Well, but this is not my bot. I just, what is it? I think it's my bot. So anyway, I'm just thinking out loud. What I need to do is basically create a webhook, WhatsApp API webhook, and this is not gonna be a TSX file, so it's gonna be TypeScript only, meaning I just have to have an action and a loader, and the loader will be to verify the token. So I will create export loader. And let's see if it auto completes. Nope. Loader action args, and then I'm gonna get the body from the request at JSON, I think. No, Um, oh, this should be an async. And then let me see how I can configure a webhook because I don't think I remember correctly. So they have an example application on Glitch, and it's built on Node. I mean, yeah, Express. So they have this webhook for post to to getting the webhook messages. But at first, I want to verify it. So I need something like this. Um, so I will translate this logic. This is from the search params. So I'm gonna grab the search params from the new URL, from the request URL, search params, and then I can get, and instead of this format, just like that, verify token, and here I mm, I need to have this on my environment variables, but I don't want to do that, so I will put it as a hard coded ABC123, and then respond in I think as null. I mean, I need to return the challenge and then the status 200. And before that, console log. Otherwise, just return a JSON with null with the status unauthorized or forbidden, I mean. And I'm just gonna temporarily comment this action, which is gonna be the one that responds to the user. So this WhatsApp API webhook, I'm gonna start my ng-rog and start the server at the port 3000 so I can use this URL to verify my token on Facebook, and the endpoint is uh, webhook. Of course, this should be something like API WhatsApp, but anyway, token verification ABC123, verify and save. Okay, let's see if I'm actually getting something from. It says not found. WhatsApp API webhook. Didn't I call the route like this? WhatsApp API webhook, and it's on the routes, and it's a loader, and it's returning not found. Maybe I'm gonna restart the server because I created this file while the server was running, so maybe that's why. And I'm actually going to that route to verify. Okay, so now it's there. So if I go back to Facebook and click verify and save, let's see the logs from ng-rog, still not found. And let's see. I have these logs. Yeah, but this is not from the most recent one. So export let loader from this API, and I'm using this URL correctly, and it's putting not found. Well, but I'm getting the request and port. Oh, it's because I started the server at 3000 and my application is at 3001. Okay, so I think it's the same URL, but I'm gonna copy and paste it anyways. Yeah, it was not. Every time you start, if you don't have a custom domain, it will generate a new URL for ng-rog. Okay, so now what's the error? Internal server error. Why is that? Oh, I tried to get in the body from the request, but there's no actual body. So that I thought that I was building the action first, but I need to have this verification webhook first. So it's returning okay, but Facebook doesn't seem to understand it. So maybe I just need to return it in content type as plain text. Let's see if that works. Maybe as, what could be the problem? Accept? No. Accept application JSON? No, I don't think that's, let me see if it's application JSON. Okay, so let me just do a quick Google. I'm not sure if this JSON is the way to return, so I'm just gonna do the Node.js standard way, which is returning a new response, and then the challenge and the status and the content type as text plain. Let me try again, verify and save, and now it's configured correctly. Let's see the logs. It's okay, and I should have this on the terminal, webhook verified. So I'm not sure why JSON didn't work, but whatever. And I'm gonna subscribe to the messages webhook, but first I'm gonna test it, and let's see if I get something. So it was tested correctly, but where did I get that message? Is to from this message. Okay, so it's simulating a message, not sending. So I need to build this action to get, similar to the glitch example that they have. First, they have this console logging the body, so I need that body. Instead of a form, it's a body that comes from in JSON format. So first I'm gonna log it and verify that it works. So before building everything, I'm just gonna test it and see here. You define an action. Okay, so that's because I'm not returning anything, so I will just return success and try again. Okay, and the object is what's a business account, but I didn't want that object. But the object is not actually business account, or is this the okay, so entry, where's the entry? This is not the same format as it's showcasing here, and I'm not sure why. So what happens if I send an actual message here? I don't think this works. Yeah, no, because why? This number ending in 6094, it's not the same as this one, I guess. Let me go to config, API configuration, and take a look at the number that I was assigned. Oh, maybe the webhooks don't actually listen to that number. So I need to select this, my test number, and then send it. Yeah, no, that's not how it actually works. So I guess I will just start with the webhooks first, because I did get another message, but this is not the way that I want to test it. I want to listen to this webhook. Oh, I need to enable it. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me try again. Okay, let me try again. Again, number 2. Now it's working. Yeah, it's because I didn't enable it first. So I think I'm gonna grab this first entry, and instead of coding it by myself, I'm just gonna copy this and paste it here and put it commented out, so I can leverage Copilot to get this format. So from the body entry, let's start by getting the message. So hello, I'm getting this message from this number. So I'm gonna go grab the well, I'm gonna do the same thing as this. If type message, extract the business number to send the reply from it. So let's console log this from the body. Okay, so and then this number is used to send this. Um, well, this is using Axios, but I'm just gonna use the standard fetch, await fetch, and this is calling the 18 version, so I'm gonna use the latest one. And then it's posting a message, and it's not this environment variable, so I will use my API, I mean my meta token, and it's sending to the one that sent the message, and it's echoing the message. So I think that should work. Okay, let me try it. Hello. Okay, so maybe it didn't work because I didn't get a reply. So I'm just gonna get the data from the response, and if the response is not okay, I'm just gonna return an error. Otherwise, I'm gonna console the message sent and return success. So, okay. The WhatsApp number is not in the list of authorized. So I guess I need to go to the configuration and add my, but didn't I add it as a default number for this bot? I think I did, but maybe there are two places where I need to do that. Where can that be? Because you can see here that this number is actually enabled, and I'm sending the message to this same business number. So from is the destination, the number destination. You can see here to from the message that it was sent. So I'm just gonna look for numbers. Okay, no phone numbers. So I guess I need to enable it or add it as a test number. But I already have it on other bot that I was testing. So if I add, where's my numbers? I don't think this is it. So I'm just gonna browse every route here. This function is not available for test phone numbers. Didn't I create the bot under Apsys instead of datalang? Let me see. It's not refreshing the organization name. But where's this app? It's redirecting me to this other organization, so maybe it's right here. But I cannot enable it. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video and find out. Okay, I think I found where do I need to add my this number that I'm using. I think it's this one, the sending number, the test number. I need to add another testing number, and I'm just gonna put my company name, and then, or maybe Rockstack, and add rockstack.dev. Then the country is Mexico, and but this is a test business. So I don't want to go through a verification process. So I'm gonna try to skip everything. This is this is professional services, and then I can add my number. Yeah, it's right here. So um, let me do the two-factor authentication. I just read somewhere that maybe the error comes from the token, because I added this number after I created the application, so the token was already there. So I need to update it so it regains access to my new created numbers, and I need to update it on my environment, restart the server, and try again the application. So remember, we have a webhook that listens to messages, um, to this number, my test number, and this is my end user WhatsApp, which is this one. So if I click hi, I should receive this webhook and return the message back to him or me, with this echo and whatever it sent. So hi. Okay, now it works. Hi. So yeah, I think this demo is done. It's up to you building a chatbot around this. So what you can do is creating a session from this message and determining if you want to create a different conversation, because you cannot have different threads in WhatsApp. Like I just want can have this thread to this number, so it's a one-to-one. It's not like ChatGPT when you have multiple threads and create another message. So everything a user sends from this number will be one conversation. So I will just put it here, the test um, numbers. So this token is no longer valid. So I will copy and paste it and click hello. But I need to uh, do something on that route. So I'm gonna copy this response and put it on the action here. And the message from the form submission should go here. And this should go where? So I'm assuming I need to identify um, yeah, what is the purpose of this? I don't think there's an actual purpose. But let's simulate that the user is sending. It did it again. Why? So maybe I'm not subscribing to the correct um, webhook action, I think. So what I was saying is, on the webhook, we're sending a message from our testing number to our end user number. So I want to do on this route, do the opposite. So from the end user, so somewhere here, business number. Well, but I don't think I can use my end user number. Yeah, it has to be the bot number. So on the form route, where is it? I need a number, and the number will have to be this one. And I think it doesn't need this plus. I'm not sure. And from this number, this is gonna be the business number. Business number. And I guess I will change this to business phone number. And change it here as well. So from this business number, I'm gonna send it to a specific test end number and user number. And I also need that field. just so you can test. And user number, and the default value for this one will be my personal number. And I don't think I need the username, just a message, because the username is the actual bot, so you can put it on the backend. So this will be to this message, and I don't think I need the context. And let's put this inside. If the response is not okay, return failed to send the message, and the error message will grab from here. Otherwise, message sent. So let's try it. Send hello. I should get a message hello. So let's see the error. What happened? I didn't even get an action message. Bad request. WhatsApp API bad request. Oh, maybe because the action is not there. Submission. Action submission. No, I do have an action. So let's see the actual network tab. Failed to send the message. So we're returning an error, but maybe not the response status. So I will put this as 400 and then react to that. Oh, I didn't have the if error toasting the actual error. And this comes from action data type or error. So let's try again. Unsupported post request. Object with ID doesn't exist. So let me see the actual format that this uses. Yeah, I think it's this one. Maybe the phone number doesn't actually is used for this API. I'm not sure what value represent this. Oh, it's the identifier phone number. You cannot use the actual end number. So that will go on business input. And I will actually put like a identifier. No, business phone number identifier is okay. So again, message sent, and here we have it, hello. And if I put thanks, I will get an echo. I should get an echo, but it's not working instantly. So maybe the number is not registered, but do I need to create another access token? Because it used to work. So let's go back, refresh the token, and update it. Maybe I didn't start the server before. Or maybe I should put this. Yeah, I don't think I'm using this field, so I'm just gonna remove it. And the meta client secret ID also. So let's try again. And this is used on the meta token. So just one more test and we're done. Again, from this business identifier number to this end user, hi. Okay, and then hello should get the webhook. It's not working again. It's not on the list of authorized, but I did it. I was getting the echo correctly. Let me see the webhook. What if I just manually send it to whatever I put here? and just try again. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the format. So you need to parse it in a way that it's understandable. So if I go back to this from, this doesn't work because this format, from this format, mm, I'm not sure why it doesn't work. If I added like a plus at the beginning, I think it should work. Nope. Yeah, it's because it's not plus. It's adding another number, which is number one. So my code is actually this one, and with a plus at the beginning. So maybe you should identify manually by hand. And another message. So this is for sending the message. Uh, and this is for webhooks. Yeah, it works. Pretty simple. The actual pain is creating the Facebook application and managing numbers and test numbers and activating the tokens and all that. But this has tons of potential. And of course, I don't know what you need to do to actually deploy this in production. Maybe you need a few verification steps, but I'm not sure. So anyway, this will be on the Remix gear, open source repo, and the Next.js gear. Thanks.